69-year-old Connie Bennett of Columbus was apparently hit by an SUV as she was walking into the store. She was taken to a local hospital in critical condition, but then passed away from her injuries later in the night. Well, Missouri Southern's renaming its North End Zone facility to honor a longtime Joplin lawmaker that passed away earlier this year. The Board of Governors unanimously voting to change the name to the Ron Richard Athletic Center. Your news, the service of KCU Joplin recently voted a great college to work for. KCU Joplin is hiring dental faculty for the spring to educate future dentists in their state-of-the-art clinic. Learn more at kansascity.edu/jobs. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. We'll see partly cloudy skies tonight with lows right around 40. Sunshine in upper 60s for Tuesday. Same thing on Wednesday. Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar's not showing anything over the 4 states.
43 in Fairview, 37 in Pittsburgh, 39 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Spring Grove School in Galena, Mrs. Murphy's second grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page there and click on the button to find out how to upload your audio.
Or if it's easier, just call us and we can record them at 623-1025.
So, we've been announcing all weekend that we've got your chance to win tickets to go see Matt Stell at Buffalo Run Casino and Resort on November 25th.
And we've got a huge announcement involving this show in about 15 minutes, and it involves everybody
who wants to go to this show. We've got a big announcement. Just 16 minutes.
Here's Dylan Scott.
On KIX 102.5. Who wants Matt Stell tickets?
You want Matt Stell tickets?
You want Matt
You
Stell
want
tickets?
Matt Stell tickets?
You want Matt
You
Stell
want Matt
tickets?
Stell tickets?
Hey.
You want Matt Stell tickets? You want Matt Stell
Sit
tickets?
down. If I have to come over there.
Good morning. Let me get the app open.
How's everybody's belt loops doing?
They're belt loops. Why are you asking about belt loops?
Because nobody ever does. And I feel
okay.
really left out.
Morning, Tiffany. Morning, Sheila. Good morning, Megan. Sheila says, no, I want Silver Dollar City tickets.
Oh, we
Where'd you
already
get those
announced our winner to those this morning, and it was Shannon Fisher and Amber Jones. Congratulations to the both of them. We'll be mentioning that some more throughout the show.
Where is the... There it is. Morning, Dorinda.
I wonder if I could put that on the page. I know Joe will eventually, but...
At least comment in the post.
It's already down.
Oh, is it?
What the heck? That was super fast. Usually they leave them up for a while. Yeah, it's gone.
Weird.
Must have taken it down yesterday. Okay, maybe we ought to put a Facebook post up then. You want to make one congratulating the two of them?
Yeah.
Maybe even, I don't know, maybe just update the one that he had up for yesterday or copy from it.
Okay, well, if Facebook wants to load anything. So what was the highlight of your TIFF? What was the highlight of your trip, Tiffany? Favorite thing that you guys did? All right, so Facebook just decided it was done. Do I have internet? So weird. I don't know what. Let's try this again. Now it wants to work. Okay. Congratulations to...
Did you see the KIX vehicle?
I've seen it from this angle, and it looks
The same.
the same.
Well, it is the same. They only did the back door and the hood.
Oh, the
And-
hood needed it bad.
Yeah. So, well, the passenger side needs it really bad too.
Yeah.
Really bad. But when we had that design put on the vehicle, our manager at the time sent me to a particular location here in town. And I'm like, why aren't we using Sign Designs, who we've always used? And he goes, well, we got to deal with these guys. And I'm like, okay. So I go down there, and I instantly get a run around from the guy. He seems like a used car salesman. He's like, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. We'll do it exactly like you want and everything. I'm like, just do it. We'll see. I believe in a lot less talk and a lot more do.
Show me.
Yeah, from Missouri. So anyway, he says it'll be done in 2 days. 7 days later, because I've came the first time and it wasn't done. They had some back order stuff or something. So then it became this thing of calling every day to find out. 7 days later, he says it's done. And I go to get it, and it is so blurry that you can't see
Blurry?
everything. Yeah, it's like it's all the design, the entire design, it looks like it's out of focus.
How do you even do that?
And I'm like, what happened with the print? I was
Right.
like, it looks, and he's looking at it going, I don't see what you're talking about. So I had to get 2 other people from the station before he would finally say, yeah, I think I might realize he was going to deny it from the get-go.
He was going to gaslight
Yes.
you.
So I would not, and I was like, redo it. So he redid it. But what he did then is he cut it into strips, the one that he redid, to accommodate. Apparently, because they had to print it so big, he did not have the machine able to print something as big as a vehicle.
Well, then he never should have taken the job.
Right. And that's what I told him. He explained to me, we just don't have the printer for that. And I was like, well, why are you doing vehicles then?
Right.
And it became this whole thing between him and me. Well, what he did as a workaround was he printed much smaller resolution or much better resolution on smaller strips.
7 seconds.
And then tried to put those strips on and align them and didn't. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 710.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. Is 39 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 5 minutes. By the way, congratulations to Shannon Fisher and to Amber Jones. They were the winner of the 4 packs of Silver Dollar City tickets from our online registration for the Ozark Family Christmas that's going on now at Silver Dollar City.
So all this weekend, we've been talking about those Matt Stell tickets that we're going to be giving away this week to go to Buffalo Run Casino. But we've got a huge announcement about this show.
Yeah, speaking of giveaways, there is something that we're going to tell you in 10 minutes that if you wanted to go to this show is definitely going to affect you.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss this announcement.
720. Here's Jason Aldean.
And the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So he puts the new one on, and it is good resolution. That part looks good. However, like on the KIX right here, like there's a slice here, and it's off by over 2 inches. And this happens everywhere he's done that. And there's wrinkles, and he leaves flaps hanging off like around the wheel wells and on the door handle where you go to put your hand in. There is a flap of plastic hanging down
How
there.
on earth could you turn this car over like that and be like, it's done, it's great.
Yeah, he goes,
give me
ready
my
to
money.
go. What do you think? And
No.
I'm like, okay, this, I had over 9 different problems with that. And he's taking notes and stuff, and he said, all right, we'll work on that. So 4 days later, he calls me and says it's ready to go. Well, he had worked and aligned one of the deals, hadn't even touched any of the others. He had chopped off the plastic on one of the wheel wells and ignored the rest. And I said, you didn't do this, this, or this? And he goes, I'm just beginning to feel like I can't make you happy, is what he said. And I said, I just want you to do the job you promised. I cannot take this to live broadcast. I can't take this out to public events. It does not look good. He got mad at me and began cussing at me. And I said, tell you what, I said, I'll let our station owners deal with you. And I left. I was like, I don't have time for this. This is stupid. I've been irritated from the get-go of this. I went back and I told Chad, I said, you talk to him, our general manager.
Yeah.
I said, I've had it with this guy. I said, I would rather not have a sticker on the vehicle than have to deal with him again.
Mm-hmm.
He came and apologized to me the next day and apologized to Chad. And he eventually got it fixed to where it looks the way it does today. However, we went last weekend to Sign Designs, which I told Chad, I was like, don't ever deal with them again. I don't ever want my vehicle done by anybody but Sign Designs.
Right.
We went there on Friday to pick up our vehicle, and he came out and talked with me. He said, we took the old off, and when we did it, pulled all the paint off. He said, whatever glue they use, he said, the glue we use is a breathable that is always removable.
Right.
And, even up to 10, 15 years after being on the vehicle. And it protects the paint. This stuff, he glued it to, and it actually separated the paint from the metal of the vehicle. He said, so they took a video of them pulling it off, and they took a picture. So what they had to do was they had to come around with paint and feather in around the edge of where they took that off on the hood, and then put a black sticker that matches the paint over that.
Wow.
And then put the logo on top of that. He said, if you guys ever trade that vehicle in, it'll have to be painted first. So I told Chris when we came in, I didn't get to talk to Mark because I don't know where he had gone, but
right.
they're going to have to, he said it's going to be that way all over the vehicle when we take that off. He said it's very, very hard to get off. Yeah. So that's what you get for shortcutting.
Right.
Do it right the first time. Sometimes you get what you pay for.
Is Facebook working for you? I can't get anything to load.
What do you mean anything to load? Are you trying to?
I tried editing the post. It would not load. I'm trying to put up a new post. It won't load.
Yeah. Update.
Oh, it already went?
I haven't put it through, but I've got it up and I'm editing.
It wouldn't even load to where I could go in and edit it. Morning, Lisa. Good morning, Jimmy. When we went gift shopping and hubby didn't tell me to stop spending. Yeah. It is Shannon Fisher and Amber Jones.
Of course not. Why would Facebook work like that? At Amber Jones. That's a very common name. I bet it pulls up. Nope. It doesn't pull up anybody. It pulls up Paranormal Science Lab in downtown Joplin. You idiot.
We can't tag individual people from a page.
That's stupid.
Driving up a mountain. We almost drove to the very top of one. I love driving through the mountains too. The views are just insane. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your trip, Tiffany. It is still just giving me the 3 dots going.
Okay, you want the details on this? We kind of skimmed over it earlier, or you want me to just deliver it, or what do you want to do?
Let's share details. We'll do a sec here, and then you and I can talk about it.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 717.
We've got a huge announcement about that Matt Stell show at Buffalo Run Casino right after Randy Hauser. You don't want to miss it.
On KIX 102.5.
and go back in. This is so stupid. All right, we'll see if it lets me actually do anything now.
So we'll go ahead and tell you guys that the Matt Stells show that's on November 25th at Buffalo Run Casino is going to be a free show. But you do have to have tickets for it, and you can get those already by going to BuffaloRunCasino.com so that you can get the jump start on everyone else because they're going to be gone this morning.
8 seconds.
So if you want to go get some for the 25th after Thanksgiving, be able to go to that show for free, go do it now. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 720.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 39 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes. But we've been talking all weekend long about your chance to win tickets to see Matt Stell at Buffalo Run Casino on November 25th.
Which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And we got to talking with Buffalo Run over the weekend of there are so many people who just really, really want to go to the show. I mean, Matt Stell is a great artist as it is, but it's a Saturday after Thanksgiving. People kind of want to get away from their families for a little bit, get away from the craziness of Thanksgiving.
Wouldn't it be cool if everybody could go to this show?
That would be amazing. Why can't we make that a thing? Why can't that be what happens?
So we talked to them about it, and it is going to be what happens for a limited time. While tickets last, tickets are free. All you have to do is go to BuffaloRunCasino.com and reserve your tickets. You do have to have a ticket to get in, but they are absolutely free, and they're only while tickets last.
So there's no catch or anything like that. They're free, but it's while supplies last. So if you want to go see Matt Stell on Saturday, November 25th, get to Buffalo Run site now because I guarantee you these tickets are going to be out by this morning.
We'll have a link on our Facebook page where you can click on to go reserve your tickets, but there are only a limited number of tickets. It's only while they last, so reserve yours now.
From the 4 States Concert Connection. Are you putting that on Facebook or do you want me to?
I was wanting you to, but if you can't.
I'll try. I just reloaded my Facebook because it wasn't loading anything.
I'll go ahead and build it.
I don't know that it's a Wi-Fi thing because it's Facebook that's being real putsy for me this morning.
Try clearing your cache.
I gotta re-sign back into everything now that I cleared the cache. Okay. It immediately went. Well, so far so good. Morning, Christopher. How you doing? Christopher's over on the KIX live chat. on the website.
Is it working for you, Christopher?
Morning, Rudy.
Rudy Tootie.
Have you heard anything about the Veterans Day parade this past weekend?
No. Was it iconic?
I'm sure it was incredible. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always a lot of old people at that.
Yeah.
Tiffany's husband was afraid of seeing mooses. Mooses? Meeson? A flock of oxen? Oxes?
Oxes?
In the woods then?
Is it just moose is plural?
Mm-hmm.
But then why is a goose geese when it's plural?
Why is a mouse mice?
It makes no sense. English is such a
You have
complicated
a tree,
language.
it's a wood. Woodses?
Woodson?
You have an ox, and that's a herd of
Oxen.
oxen. So the plural of moose is meeson.
You broke your toe? What happened?
Who did? Where?
Christopher's got a broken
It's
toe.
on the deal. Oh, that sucks. Hey, Christopher, you want me to tell you a trick to make it feel a lot better? I mean, broken toes only hurt when you touch them or when you're wearing shoes or pretty much when you exist. So,
Chop it off.
yes, there's something called buddy wrapping that will make it so much better while it's healing. And somebody who has broken, we counted up one time, I have broken my toes 14 different times. So if you will take the toe and wrap it to the one that's okay next to it, not hard, not tight, that will create its own other problems. But if you will just lightly wrap it with a bandage long enough or some tape and tape it to that other toe.
Scotch tape?
I think you could figure something better than that, but some medical tape. Don't wrap it tight. Just, not loose either, but just where it's not restrictive to that other toe.
A firm
That
lock.
will eliminate most of the pain that you've been dealing with from it.
Morning, Dustin.
My
Why is
life,
What?
my life improved a lot when I learned about buddy taping.
Why is he more afraid of the moose than bears? I mean, moose are really big, though. Like,
Yeah, they
I
are.
can get that, but they're not going to eat you like a bear will. I don't. Hey, good morning, Will.
And unless it's during the rut, you really don't have to worry about moose. They're very aggressive. The males are very aggressive during rut season.
Is that mating season?
Stacy, what is that? Okay. Are we getting spammed?
I'm not sure. What'd you send us, Stacy?
Oh, sent me the Brian Regan explaining plurals. Yeah, okay. And that's the stick figure version of it, too. Yeah.
Take a pill call in the morning.
It's a broken toe, Romelda, not a virus.
Well, he's always going to cause trouble. You know better. Christopher says, yeah, that's what the doc said to do. I blew my nail, too.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, my God.
So it's kind of like one of those where you got a loose tooth and you can't leave it alone then because you have to occasionally push on it to make sure it's still real.
Oh, my gosh, Christopher, I'm so sorry.
That sucks. First time I ever broke my toe was when I went into the military enlistment processing in Memphis. And I woke up, they gave a wake-up call to our motel room. And I'm 16 years old, and have never been away from home on my own. And I woke up with the phone ringing. And in my head, I guess I thought I was in my bedroom at my house and the phone was ringing. Someone's calling. So I'm really surprised when they say, this is your 4:15 wake-up call. And I'm like, what? And suddenly the lights come on and there's 3 big black guys in their underwear in my room, and I headed for the door. Like
No.
at the speed of sound. And
Really?
yeah, slammed my foot into the table leg that was right next to the bed and broke 3 of my toes before I realized what was going on. And all I had to wear all day long at MEPS was these little narrow cowboy boots that I had. And I'm trying not to limp because, I didn't want to be all gimpy going down the halls and trying to be a Marine and everything, even though I wasn't yet. And, that was the most miserable day. I can remember how it hurt all the way up to my hip. It hurt so bad.
I bet.
All day long.
So did you find out why those guys were in your room?
Yeah, they were rooming with me.
Oh.
They were
just
enlisting
random
too.
guys
No,
in there.
yeah. No, when we got there, I had met them. We all went out and ate that evening with our recruiter, and they tried to help me gain weight. I had to eat like 10 plates of mashed potatoes and 20 gallons of water and trying to increase my weight so I'd pass, which I did by 2 pounds. But yeah, broke my toes.
You kicked the blanket stand?
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. You
Oh,
just
my
got to hit it
gosh.
right. Kicks, stumbling into stuff is a great way to break. And then in karate, because I'm an idiot, it took me a long time to learn that you got to pull the toes down when you kick with the top of the foot or up when you kick with the ball of the foot. And so I've kicked other people's feet and broken them. I've broken them on noses, heads, knees, elbows. I've broken them so many times.
You like the lighting difference?
Probably.
Bless the sun on that one. Though for what it's worth, I like the lighting too. But
I still would like for us to get a template someday. It would be cool to have like scrolling comments and have boxes for us. And
yeah, I would like that. I'm just scared after last time.
well,
3 seconds.
we need to do it on a separate from that or make sure we have that saved. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
I've got my review of Son of a Woman for Jen's movie Rehab right
Right.
after Lee Bryce.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. You are so sparkly. Jen is bright and Randy is not. Well, what can I say? Actually, my purse has glitter all over it still from this weekend.
A weekend with glitter is a good weekend.
It was a great weekend. I had such a good time.
Did you get any presents?
I did.
What'd you get?
I got a lot of things. People were very,
Did you get a
very
gravy
generous.
boat?
What, a boat?
Gravy boat?
No, we did not get a gravy boat.
That's the wedding gift, isn't it?
We got a lot of really good things. I got a portable Ninja blender that I really wanted. A little Ninja grill, which is great.
Wait a minute. Is it the Ninja is one of the only companies that makes a blender that will actually, what do they call it? The crushed ice will make crushed ice.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the only machines powerful enough. There
Yeah.
are, Hamilton Beach has a Pro Line series, but they're super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ninjas are pretty expensive too, but
Yeah.
the only one that will do the crushed ice, powdery ice.
Mm-hmm. That and Kira and Dorinda had a whole slew of stuff for us that was really generous. Megan got me a really comfy blanket. I was with it last night, actually. 10/10 on that one, Megan. Thank you for that. Yeah, I was spoiled. No, I didn't bring the unicorn fox to work. I may have been running slightly behind this morning.
Unicorn fox?
Yeah, Megan got me this little squishy unicorn fox.
Unicorn fox.
It's
I
a
thought you said
unifox.
Uniform.
Yeah, my kids were super jealous, though, of the blanket, Megan. They're like, I want to sleep with it. It's so soft. No. Yeah, Kyle and I went through the alphabet soup of advice, guys, and he thought it was so great. He loved it. So 10 out of 10 on that, too. 15 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country morning KIX with Brandy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 39 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the 4 states news and weather in just 26 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know if hell was personalized, like made just for you.
What would it contain?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
But it was the weekend, which means there was a new movie assignment for. And this is where we give Jen a different movie to watch over the weekend because before she came to KIX, she had seen few, if any, movies.
So a lot of the times, Randy or anyone would make some sort of movie reference, and I would have no idea what they were talking about. So every Friday, Randy assigns me a movie to watch. I watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, and rank it 1 to 10 and just kind of let you know what I thought about it.
We're rehabilitating her.
So this weekend, in honor of Thanksgiving being like next week, I watched Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino.
Hoorah!
Which is what he says. The character, Frank, says that constantly throughout that entire movie. And it was really interesting to watch kind of the arc of his character, Frank, because Scent of the Woman at first, I was really just like, this guy is so unlikable.
Yeah.
Like, Al Pacino's character is not a guy who's very easy to like. He's very brash and rough around the edges, and he's not very polite. But as the story progresses and him and, Charlie are in New York together, and you kind of see him soften and you learn more about him and the struggles that he's going through and just how casual he is about the fact that, he's ready to be done with his life.
Yeah.
But then watching as he finds joy in things again. And by the end of the movie, he's happy with his grandkids or his nieces and nephews as they were. And he stands up for Charlie with his troubles in school and things like that. It was nice to see a little bit of redemption in there for this character who was so unlikable to begin with.
See, I think that was the plan all along. They make him so unlikable in the beginning that they don't really have to do a lot to make you like him later. You're like, oh, thank goodness, there's some redeeming quality about this guy.
Which absolutely, I think that's what it was, 110%. And of course, Al Pacino was so good. I mean, this character is very Al Pacino-esque. He's over the top. He's loud. He's got a lot of, he controls the room when he's in there. And then the actor for Charlie was very kind of not deluded, but he was willing to kind of stand back and let Al Pacino shine and do his thing. So it was a really great kind of foil, I thought, between characters.
So I will say this. I've seen that movie many times. I cannot think of the guy who plays Charlie. I couldn't have even thought of his name if you hadn't have said it. But I can remember Al Pacino and the hoorah and everything. So yeah, totally overshadowed.
So I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Scent of a Woman an 8. In terms of Al Pacino movies, I mean, Godfather, hands down, a 10. But Al Pacino still gave a great performance.
You still got to see Scarface, though, so that you can compare all three.
And it's on the list, right?
It is on the list. We'll eventually get around to it.
For Jen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states, number 1 per country.
KIX 102.5. Our buddy Forrest Staunchill, brokered by Real. I liked the little glimpses in that movie where you saw him genuinely smile, because there was so much of that movie where he's just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
Al Pacino's character is, but like when he was tangoing and you could see these little brief glimpses of smile, or when he was driving the Ferrari, I was like, what are you doing?
He's blind.
He's blind. He crazy. Hey, good morning, Sean. My husband says I need a Tiffany's Movie Rehab because he makes references and I have no idea. You should watch along with me on the weekends, Tiffany. There's been a lot of iconic movies that I've watched.
We've got a very special one for this next weekend. I'm excited about.
A very special
true Thanksgiving movie for this weekend. And I won't get to hear the review of it because I won't be here next Monday, but I'm excited about it. You getting to watch this one.
A real Thanksgiving movie.
Real Thanksgiving movie. It's a Thanksgiving winner.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
It was just, that Thanksgiving scene in Scent of a Woman was very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah. See, I would have never have thought about this as a Thanksgiving movie. I guess
No.
the premise behind it with him going, all of that in New York is, but I would have not, when I saw it was on the list of Thanksgiving movies, I'm like, what? And then, once I read over the synopsis of it and everything, I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess. But it's not really about Thanksgiving. Now, this next movie that we're getting ready to do is.
What is it?
It's a Thanksgiving movie. You'll find out on Friday. Oh.
So how was your weekend?
Mine?
Yeah.
I was in the studio most of the weekend.
Making progress on your Christmas show songs?
Yeah, gradually. So I had to take the super, super fast instrumental song from 82 beats per minute down to 62 to learn it, which was way slower than I needed, but it makes it very easy to create muscle memory. And then once I got it, I learned like the first half. And then my brain was overloaded. So I just worked on that first half and sped it up to 72, no problem. 77, it begins to get a little messy. So I've got more practicing to do before I'll get it up to 82, but not going to be an issue. And then I learned one of the other songs and kind of learned a third one, and that was it. I've still got like 3 or 4 more to go.
How many songs are you guys doing?
6 or 7.
That's a lot. I've started seeing billboards around town and things on Facebook about it, promoting the show.
There's 3 other. There's 4 others, but I know one of them already. It's the one they do every year.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 others to learn. And only one of those is fairly hard. There's another one that will just take a little time memorizing. And the third one is pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, we only have one rehearsal this week. That's on Tuesday. So I've got more time to work on fleshing things out before the series. Then we've only got one the next week on Monday of Thanksgiving week.
Oh, yeah.
But then the week after, it's every single night. By then, I will have everything. Also, it's kind of good because my guitar that was getting plucked that I was supposed to get on Friday is not going to be here till this Friday.
What happened?
My tech, he has to take it and do this himself, and he got overloaded with. He wasn't there when I took it in, and they told me it'll be ready by Friday, and he was like, "Yeah, they were wrong.
Yeah,
it would not happen." So I talked with him on Friday, and my new guitar pickups are in transit somewhere in the Pacific Ocean from China. They're coming from Singapore. I don't know why. They're made in the U.S. I don't know why they were in Singapore.
What?
It's very confusing to me.
That doesn't make any sense.
So I went and looked up. After realizing that, I was like, maybe I'm getting ripped off here. So I went and looked up the store. No, they are a legitimate store. So they just had them in stock.
Mm-hmm.
They carry. And I need to check and see where we're at on tracking. It'll have to set in customs for however long. Candace says it can take up to a week in customs. I hope not.
Oh, congratulations, Tiffany. That's so exciting.
So it left Singapore on November 8th. Hopefully it'll get to the U.S. today. It's probably in. What it is they ship these in those great big container boxes,
Mm-hmm.
that you see on those barges coming across the ocean. Yeah. And what happens is rather than processing each item individually, they process the whole container. And unfortunately, there can be things within that container that can make it take a long time. So if there's anything plant, food, fabric, or anything related, it has to sit in quarantine for up to a week before they can finally release it into the United States.
I just don't understand why I had to go to Singapore. It's made in the U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
Is any part of it made in Singapore, maybe?
Nope. It was the store that I bought it from is in Singapore, and they had bought it and had them in inventory. So I don't know if that'll get in time. I did order a new pick guard over the weekend to go on that guitar when the pickups get here.
Yay. It's kind of like a brand new guitar.
Yeah, it'll be very different. And I need this guitar. I've realized I'm going to have to use it whether the new pickups come in or not. I'll just use it with the old ones if I have to. We did that. What else did we do on That and went to the gym Friday and Sunday.
Good for you. How's that going?
I'm good.
You feel like you're making progress, getting stronger?
I can tell big difference in my chest. I mean, that's hard again.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Your biceps.
big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't take long.
Yeah.
But not here. I'm not happy with this whole thing.
Give it time. It'll get there.
Because we are now. Oh, and I ordered luggage over the weekend too.
Oh, you picked some?
Luggage. Yeah.
Lagaji, yes.
I had a really hard time picking out luggage because I didn't want to spend more than, maybe $150.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not much of any quality of any kind for that price range. There's really not.
What'd you go with?
So Wrangler jeans,
Uh-huh.
they make luggage.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Cool.
Is that what I did pick? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we decided to go ahead and order. They have a 3-piece set that has a big one, a medium one, and a carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $150.
Hard case?
Mm-hmm.
With the
There-
swivel wheels?
ABS, not silver, the spinner wheels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also got a USB phone charger and a cup holder. And the carry-on fastens onto the medium one so that you can carry the two of those together with the big one and not have to carry all three.
That's nice.
Southwest lets you check 2 bags for free.
Really?
Yeah, and a carry-on for free.
That's awesome.
I did not know that, but it's going to be interesting pushing all those through the airport. But because in Cancun, when you get there, you have to literally you land and you get processed through customs on this end of the airport, and you have to go all the way through to where the limo vehicles are.
Mm-hmm.
Long walk.
You would think they'd have one of those, like, floor, not escalators. What are they?
Moving floor. It's moving
floors, I
sidewalk.
guess.
Well, they're not all the same level. There's steps here, steps there. There's a ramp up one part. And
All right, Seg.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
You know, we're just a little over a week away now from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we are.
You ready for it? Ready for all that turkey?
Yes, we got to get ready for Turkey Day
We'll talk about it after War Insiders.
on KIX.
Do you like white meat or dark?
White meat, yes.
Really?
I'm not a fan of turkey at all, honestly.
Okay.
I'm really not. If I got to have turkey, I want white meat, but I'm not a huge fan. If there's no turkey on the table, I'm not going to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, whenever we have Thanksgiving at our house, we just do ham.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Very rarely do we do
Are you
a
allowed to
turkey.
do that? Is that legal?
No, the Pilgrim Police have never come by and busted us. So
Pilgrim Police! Pilgrim Police!
there's a turkey in our freezer right now that's been there for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Never do it. We usually go to Gina's family's for Thanksgiving, and they fry a turkey and they bake a turkey. There's usually 2.
Wow.
They
I've
do
never had
the-
fried turkey.
They do the deep fried one outside.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes to me, the 2 are, it's a little juicier. It's not quite as dry as the
Yeah.
baked.
I was going to say, it's supposed to be more moist, right? It's supposed to, like, lock everything
Moist. There's wetness in it.
in. Ew, stop. Yes, dark meat. I love the dark meat too, Tiffany.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't tell the difference.
Jimmy says ham at Christmas. Megan says green bean casseroles,
No,
white meat, sweet tater stuffing, fruit salad,
I was
deviled
hoping
eggs.
we could avoid
Yes.
even talking about that.
Give me the deviled eggs.
Let's focus on the turkey, shall we? Let's not even bring up green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole's good though.
No, it is not. It is hateful. It is evil, and it must be destroyed.
You just have weird issues with it.
I don't have. There's nothing weird about my issues. The Bible says the beginning of wisdom is the hatred of green bean casserole.
That's not what it says, actually.
Notice she said green bean casserole and deviled eggs in the same sentence. I don't think that's a coincidence.
I think it is.
Corn casserole. Now, that sounds amazing, Jimmy.
What do you put in your corn casserole?
Actually, I don't like any casserole. Zucchini casserole was the only one I ever remember growing up. My mother used to make that all the time and beat us with sticks until we would eat it.
Mom makes a creamy, cheesy corn casserole that is like, it's
Cheese
so
and
good.
corn don't belong together.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh,
feel
yes
like.
they do.
No, I don't
It
feel
is
like
just-
that's right.
oh.
They do cheesy corn bites. She's Italian today. That makes the third time she's done that.
Is it really?
And then every time you do, I'm like,
It's the chef's kiss. It's
what's
like
the matter for
mwah.
you?
It's so good.
Cheese and graham crackers. Jimmy, what is wrong with you?
cheese and graham crackers.
That's not right.
That's in your corn casserole.
I had the weirdest dreams over
Smoked
the
turkey's
weekend.
so good, Megan. What's that?
It was, I don't normally have strange dreams and stuff, but for some reason
Because
all
life is
weekend
strange
long,
enough.
just really weird ones. One of them, we were going to go canoeing and
Hold on, 5 seconds. We being you and Gina.
and you
we're gonna go
hate
canoeing?
hearing about other people's dreams. I know, but KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country morning KIX with Randy and Jen 750.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon is 39 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at 4 states news and weather in just 11 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know if hell was made specifically for you, if it was personalized for you.
It would have to contain what?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Could just be an annoying thing, could be an annoying person, could be anything annoying that just drives you crazy. If that was in hell for you, that would make it complete.
Well, I think hell for you would have to have green bean casserole,
Yes.
Randy.
Oh my gosh, that's all they would serve there would be green bean casserole. Can we just make it through a Thanksgiving without any mention of of green bean casserole?
Absolutely not. It's a staple. You've got green bean casserole. You've got the sweet potatoes.
Listen
you
to
have
what
the
you just said.
turkey.
It's a staple. Who eats staples?
Randy,
You don't
it's not
eat
a staple
staples.
like a stapler. No, that's not what I meant.
That's dangerous.
I meant that when it comes to the things that you have to have for your Thanksgiving meal, I think truly green bean casserole,
No, never. Put
sweet
that
potatoes, and turkey are the 3 things that have got to be there.
wrong.
Okay, what do you
Substitute
think?
green bean casserole
Green
with
bean casserole.
green casserole with stuffing. You didn't even mention stuffing.
Okay, because stuffing's lower on the totem pole. For me.
No, wrong. Stuffing was at the original Pilgrim Thanksgiving. They didn't even have mushroom soup that day.
Was stuffing really at the first ever Pilgrim Thanksgiving?
It's
Really?
It's what they told me.
They also said that fish was there, and how often do we eat fish? For Thanksgiving, at least.
That's nasty. Fish and turkey.
It is kind of a
Gross.
weird combination, yeah.
We can all agree that turkey is the thing we need to focus on for Thanksgiving, right?
I mean, absolutely. It's the king of Thanksgiving.
It's time to get our eye on the turkey for Thanksgiving Day. Roast it up, stir the gravy. Dinner time on Thanksgiving. You can choose if you want dark or white meat. Take a drumstick, wing, or a thigh. I watched the game, I ate a few snacks while drinking beer with my family. I didn't help cooking, I took a nap, but now I am the man with the knife. Because I cut the turkey when it's Thanksgiving night, slicing up all the breast meat with my knife skills. Yeah, this big tasty dinner was all made by my wife. I've got only one job and now I carve the turkey.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen, powered by Buffalo Run Casino and Resort on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Dang, Tiffany. Tiffany does turkey and ham for Thanksgiving. Green bean casserole, mashed taters, funeral tater. I love funeral potatoes.
Funeral potatoes.
Cream corn, deviled eggs.
It's made
pies
out of real
pumpkin
dead
cookies.
people.
Stuffing's on the menu, but that's the only thing that won't make it to my plate. I like stuffing. And Mom always makes a homemade gluten-free stuffing for
It's
me.
like, with the whole deal with green bean casserole. There's your mom in there, and she's working really hard, and she's made the turkey and the mashed potatoes, and she's made the stuffing and the yams and the cranberry and all of that. She
Ooh,
has it all
cranberry
ready,
sauce,
and
yes.
she's like, I've got all this leftover crap over here. What am I going to do with it? And she gets a bowl and just puts it all in there and goes, here, it's a casserole. It's a green bean casserole.
What do you do with your eyeballs? Are
She's
you
been
okay?
drinking. She's been drinking.
Are you like Morse coding or something?
You can always tell when they've had too much to drink. 2 signs. When their one eye does, this is Jen Friday night. Or when they do this. The little, it's like there's a little skip in their giddy up.
Yeah.
You go.
Skip into giddy up. For me, when it comes to Thanksgiving, the sides are what make it. Like turkey's fine. Turkey's great, whatever. But I'll take the creamed corn.
The sweet rolls.
potatoes
Not
over it.
creamed corn. Nasty.
Oh,
I hate creamed corn.
You got to make
It's
it right.
too sweet. I like kernel corn.
Kernel corn.
Colonel Corn. I'm Colonel Corn. Get in
Colonel
line,
Corn.
soldiers. Private. Let me see you. Private.
I don't know how I could forget cranberry sauce either.
I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce.
I made homemade chutney one year, and that was a lot of work. 3 different
Chutney?
kinds, yeah.
What is chutney?
It's like a really chunky jam, sort of.
Wait, does it have pecans in it?
It can.
And maybe coconut?
No.
No. Is that chutney? Then I think I've had that. It's like a cranberry-esque.
Yeah.
Almost, but it's got pecans. It's very sweet. Yeah, I've had that. I didn't know it was called chutney.
Yeah, it's like a chunky spread.
Yeah.
Like jam, but
Just
more
eat
stuff.
it by itself with a spoon.
I made 3 different kinds, and it was a lot. I made like a jalapeno something chutney, and I just... Same thing with a homemade cranberry sauce. It's a lot of work if you want to, burst the cranberries yourself and da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, the jellied canned stuff is my favorite too, Tiffany. That's typically what we always ate. My mom tried making homemade cranberry sauce, and that was not something that stuck around. Morning, Sarah.
I'm getting my shirt early. So these are the suitcases that we got.
I love sweet potatoes too, Jimmy. Oh, yeah, those look good. They're slick.
But
Well reviewed?
yeah. I mean, 4.4 stars, 12,000 reviews.
Yeah, I'd say that's
But
great.
there have been issues with, I forget, it was like 1% gave it 1 star. It was the best out of all the ones in that price range. There's issues sometimes with the zippers on the inside. The inside zipper flaps, apparently those zippers are prone to break. The retractable handle has given some people troubles. Few of them had trouble with the wheels, but not many, which is one of the winning things. The Amazon's Choice and the Cool Life and all of those that I looked at, they had a lot more problems.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Gina has a really, really nice, super expensive set of luggage that her company gave her for after she had been with them for 10 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never heard of anything like that, but they gave her this really, really nice set of luggage that don't have spinner wheels.
Oh.
They are the most annoying thing to try to carry through an airport. They're
Yep.
really, really nice luggage.
That just makes it clunky and hard to do anything with.
And it barely, when you go to the airlines to examine your carry-on, they have a box that you're supposed to put it in to see if it is admissible as a carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
I had to almost stomp on it to get it to go down in there, but I did. I mean, they're just really a little bit too big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of dreams, what was your...
Oh, yeah. And I know everybody hates hearing about other people's dreams, and so I'll keep it very succinct. Essentially, the one of them was we were going canoeing at this place, and we had an appointment to be there at a certain time, but we were at a restaurant house, and my wife was eating pecan and pinto bean pie.
Ew.
I remember seeing the beans coming out of it, and I'm like, you don't even like that. And she was taking forever. She would not finish. So she was talking with the owners of the place and would not eat her pie. And I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, let's go. Come on. We got to be at this canoe thing. And then the other one, very strange one, we had reserved a suite to stay in whenever we went to Kansas City because we do that so much. And we get up there and it's got a keypad. You can just go in. You don't have to check in or anything because we had it reserved. And
Right.
it was like almost like a condo. And so we went in and we're unpacking and everything, and hear voices out in one of the other rooms. Great big place. Really, really nice. And the hotel manager and the butler or whoever he was were out there, and they were getting things ready for a VIP guest that they were putting in this room. And they're like, well, we're going to have to put you somewhere else. We always give this room to our VIPs. And I'm like, we pay to be able to use it like this. And they're like, no, we'll put you in another room or something. And it was just a regular old hotel room. It wasn't a nice suite thing. Mm-hmm. So I toilet papered and trashed the place when they weren't looking. I'm like, I woke the next morning. I told my wife, we are never staying there again. We have never stayed there. We've only stayed in Kansas City once, and that was before we were taking a flight, the next day. So I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Sarah, that sounds miserable. Awful.
There's the air.
Mm-hmm.
I need to close that.
You're going to try making a Christmas tree cheesecake. That sounds so like the little
with real branches.
Because that sounds real good. Not the branches part.
Pine branches? Gross.
All right, we got 23 seconds. $15. Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. We'll see partly cloudy skies tonight with lows right around 40. Sunshine in the upper 60s for Tuesday. And on Wednesday, sunshine highs in the upper 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not showing anything over the 4 states.
39 in Goodman, 38 in Pittsburgh, 44 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're talking this hour. We're wanting to know if hell was personalized for you.
What would have to be there?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Jason Aldean.
And the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Yeah, that sounds super good, Tiffany. I'm doing double fudge brownies for Thanksgiving. And then I'm also making gluten-free dinner rolls. That's my contribution. And we're bringing the drinks. So I'll probably bring some wine and some sparkling water. Actually, I need to figure out the brand of sparkling water that the kids got for Halloween. Because one of the houses we went to gave them sparkling water, and the boy gave me a sip of his, and it was the best sparkling water I've ever had. It was so good. I was like, whatever the secret is, they've got it figured out. I don't think it was Spindrift. Maybe it was. No, it was this one, Clear American. Where do you get Clear American sparkling water at?
I've often thought of doing,
Walmart.
and I always thought it would be a good idea to do catered Thanksgiving lunch.
Mm-hmm.
from Cracker Barrel.
I love Cracker
They
Barrel.
have where you can do a Thanksgiving meal. I think it feeds 6 for like $100.
For how much?
For like $100.
For 6 people?
Yeah, or it used to be that. I
That's
remember
insane.
that. Telling my wife, "Hey, listen, you could have it be cooked perfectly, and for about the price of what you would pay for the items if you just went and bought them, and you don't have to fix it." But
Curious now. I'm going to look.
yeah, I bet it's gone up a little bit.
Thanksgiving family meals to go.
They used to have the deal where you could do a meal for 6, and it was just a little over $100. I remember because I did a live broadcast there right before that, and they were pushing that really hard.
Oh my gosh, all of this looks so good.
And
They've also
she
got pies.
didn't want it because she wanted to fix it herself. And I'm like, you know what? You'd think you deserve that kind of punishment. Go for it.
All right. To serve 4 to 6 is $104.99.
See?
To serve 8 to 10, $154.99.
And I mean, it's everything. You've got the turkey, the dressing, everything. Desserts are part of that. It's the whole deal, and it's perfect.
2 turkey breasts. Hold on. For the 4 to 6,
Yeah.
you get a turkey breast, dressing, gravy, cranberry relish, sweet potato casserole, a side, and rolls.
It
If
doesn't
you
have
go
the
with the 8
dessert?
to 10, then you get pumpkin pie and pecan pie.
Ah.
Or you can get those separately. They also have cinnamon roll pie, pumpkin pie, apple streusel pie, chocolate pecan pie, and just pecan pie.
Yeah, I mean, even in 150, that for 8 to 10, that's a really, really good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to cook.
Man, for Christmas, they have a holiday ham meal
Mm-hmm.
with ham, dressing, gravy, cranberry relish, mac and cheese, a side, and yeast rolls.
So what you do is you get all your pans and you
Yum.
dirty them all up and you put them all in the sink and you have this ready to go and you take it out of the Cracker Barrel packaging and you put it in your stuff and you're pulling it out of the oven as they come in going, almost ready. And, you put it and they're like, this is the best I've ever tasted. You are a genius.
Like, dang right it is.
Nowhere in the whole order deal from Cracker Barrel does it say that you have to give Cracker Barrel any credit at all.
True. Popeyes is doing turkey too. I didn't know that.
Ow. Gosh.
Don't hurt yourself.
Trying to get a crick in my neck. Don't do that.
Stop it.
My shoulder hurt so bad on Saturday when I left the studio at about 5:30, 6 o'clock Saturday evening. I could not lift my arm higher than this and could not move it. And back in the back of my shoulder burned like fire from the lactic acid buildup. So my wife had to we have one of those hammer massagers that looks like a big, cordless drill, and use that on it, which of course made it sore.
Mm-hmm.
It still hurts.
Oh, here we go.
And I got to go do it again today. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 808.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 44 in Joplin.
So we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you what it's going to be like all week in about 15 minutes.
But we're talking about if hell was personalized for you, what would have to be there for you?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
A lot of people on Facebook saying other people.
Yeah. Carol, morning. We could
Morning,
use
Carol.
more calls on this if anybody gets a wild squirrely hair and wants to call and give us one of these. I don't think we have one that says other people, so you could call up and say other people.
Carrots. Are carrots a Thanksgiving side that people eat? What do you season them with? Is it just carrots and ranch?
Salt.
What?
Salt and pepper on carrots.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah. Salt, carrots. I love my carrots with salt.
I've never heard of that before.
Boiled carrots.
Boiled
Cook
carrots?
them. Yeah. You've never had cooked carrots?
I've had it in like I guess fried rice or something. That's about it. Maybe a pot roast.
Yeah, just carrots by themselves, baby carrots.
I've never had them just cooked by themselves.
Really, we eat that all the time. I mean, probably once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
And you just season with salt and pepper. That's it.
That's it.
What do they taste like?
They're amazing. I'd rather have them that way than without. They're too sweet without. This makes them taste like a vegetable.
I never knew that. The more you know. What do you caramelize them with, Megan? Wear your sparkling pants for his. I love those pants, Megan. They were just fantastic. I bet I could make a gluten-free pumpkin pie. That feels like something that could very easily be gluten-free. Last Thanksgiving was super fun because you guys just gave me a bunch of recipes and I made those instead. Which feel free to do that again. All right, so this recipe that's gluten-free calls for sugar, cinnamon, ginger, clove, salt, pumpkin, eggs, evaporated milk. For the crust, the crust is basically like a normal crust. You just use gluten-free flour. Okay. Brown sugar and butter? I have never thought about putting anything sugary on my carrots. Hold on. Caramelized carrots. Megan was saying put brown sugar and butter on your carrots.
Now, that is good too, but that's a lot like sweet potatoes.
Wow. Honey, garlic, caramelized carrots, brown sugar, glazed carrots.
Kind of like sweet potatoes to me, though.
How did I not know that this was a thing?
Carrots just like vegetable carrots. You've never had carrots and peas? Love carrots and peas.
I love steamed peas.
Twix seasoning to the carrots. Megan, that's it. You're fired. Get out. We've had enough of your crap.
Wait. Twix? Like candy bar Twix?
Yeah, that's it. Go. Okay? You know what you've done.
One, where do you get Twix seasoning and how can I get some? Two, why are you putting that on?
Can you eat it with a spoon? Sounds like it'd be good on ice cream.
Yeah, it does. So this recipe says all you need is carrots, water, brown sugar, butter, and salt and black pepper. I am
brown
intrigued.
Sugar and pepper. Salt and pepper, but not brown sugar. No, that's weird. Don't be weird, people.
Megan was saying brown sugar, yeah.
No, that's wrong. So our Thanksgiving at KIX is going to be hosted by Scotty McCreery this year.
Ooh, I like him.
November 17th, which is Friday, of course. Gosh dang it. So I have to put it in on Friday.
So what's he going to be doing?
Radio stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Going to have holiday cheer and memories from Lainey Wilson, Luke Bryan, John Party, Bailey Zimmerman, Darius Rucker, Reba, and more.
Ooh, Reba.
And they'll be kicking off some holiday music. It's going to be called Feels Like the Holidays with Scotty McCreery.
Sounds good to me. Feels like the holidays.
In fact, I've got the promo for it. I don't know if we're going to run that or not. And I've got a graphic.
What do we have in the rotator right now? Ooh, I've missed out on a whole bunch of messages.
Is that the playlist? Yep, that's the playlist.
I'm I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not kidding. Tabasco on biscuits and gravy is a thing, and it's so good. But also, yes, I put hot sauce on everything. I love it. Ooh, Megan's. Okay, this is what it looks like. Hold on, we gotta do a seg, and then I'll show you a picture of the Twix stuff.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know if hell was personalized or made just for you?
What would it contain?
623-1025 to text or call.
Or tell us on Facebook
Here's Bailey Zimmerman.
on KIX 102.5.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Does it have cookie things in it? Because if it's got like Twix cookie things in it, I can't eat it. It says chocolate, caramel, and cookie flavor. So maybe it is gluten-free. It's a seasoning blend. Great for ice cream, cookies, milkshakes, and more. Which sounds very yummy.
Okay.
Were you able to see that, Sarah? And actually, now that I think about this, isn't the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, doesn't that have like a seasoning thing as well?
I'll take off the word weekend. No, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cornball with their writing. But I do have the graphic.
They're so cornball with their writing.
If I can get you to put it up.
Yeah, I'll do it.
720 by 400, or is it 700 by 420? Gosh dang.
You do this every time. Every single time.
Why can't I remember it?
It is 720 by 400. And they have a cinnamon toast spread. Like buttery spread kind of a thing, because that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, but it's not legal.
5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 44 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you what it's going to be like all week in just 5 minutes.
But we're talking about if hell was personalized or made just for you.
What would it contain? What would it have to have?
623-1025 to text or call.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
What would hell have to have for you?
Yeah, my hell would be being stuck in range-line traffic every day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that one person that their signal light on that won't turn right anywhere.
Or they're in the left lane going 30.
Get out of the way, Linda. What would hell have to contain for you?
Well, it would have to contain me being stuck in a room full of people with real bad body odor and smoking.
Oh, the stench of that room.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
What would hell have to contain for you to be made just for you?
If hell was customized for me, it would be cold. But I know what it would be customized for you.
What?
Green bean casserole.
I'm already there. Hey. Yay.
That's what I was saying. If hell's made for Randy Brooks, it's got to have green bean casserole. Probably
Just
snakes and penguins, too.
Be walking all through green bean casserole barefoot, you know.
If hell was personalized just for you, what would have to be there?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
A chamoy pickle kit?
Chamoy chamois?
Megan ordered a chamoy pickle kit. Am I saying that right?
Is it CHAMOIS?
No, CHAMOY.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Chamois.
Chamois?
Chamois.
I think I can put
Oh, is that the red stuff on the outside?
KIX over their ABC audio thing. I love blocking them on that.
I keep Googling all these things,
Oh,
and
that doesn't look good.
it's making me hungry. I should have had breakfast.
Let's try a different logo. Yeah. What do you think of this? I would like to put the times. I guess I could hear. Is that weird? Thanksgiving from 7 to 10 a.m. Or Thanksgiving starting at 7. Okay, I've got to try to find one of these fonts then. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, great. This is always fun. The cursive thing. You see something? Not quite. We're trying to find a font. No. This is a rabbit hole nightmare thing. Huh. That kind of looks like the feels like the. Yeah. That's kind of like it. No. Yeah. I mean, I could make it. Let's go ahead and make it. And we're going to color code it to that. Still looks too bright. Yeah. No, because I can make it thicker, but not thinner. So let's keep looking. It's too thick. I think. I can bold this. Stop it. Oh, too much. No, I don't either. Well, I'm not worrying too much about that, but yeah, it really looks cluttered. Oh, I'm dumb. I don't need this at all. I can put it in the tab beneath it.
Oh, there you go.
Dar, dar, dar. Yay, then that means I'm done. You can put it in there.
Okay.
by 400.
Ooh. Where did you get the creamy cinnamon spread? That looks good.
Squeeze the creamy cinnamon until it came out.
Randy.
Jen. Man.
When someone asks where I'm from, my response is,
Over there. You know, you're thinking way too much about those parts, Megan.
it's great. Hey, Dorinda, did you get to show Mike Kira the pictures of she and I? Our selfie turned out super cute. Don't ask Megan how she got here. Dollar General, really? I'm impressed.
What?
That's where she got the spread, was from Dollar General. Morning, Kathy.
Oh,
Well, I might have to swing by and see what I can find.
Oh, this week. And there is the promo.
That's fast.
Ta-da! Yeah, it really matched up this week. I don't like the beginning. Sunday's the 19th. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
My gosh.
I can't. It is
Thanksgiving is
flown.
next week. It's just really creeping up on me.
Among things.
Smell it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dabba, dabba, dabba. Ba-ba. Dabba, 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 dabba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Turkey wing it.
Are you needing the mouse? There you go. You know?
I've struggled this morning. I had a hard time getting up and have been like a zombie all morning long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saturday night threw it off. I didn't get to bed until like 1:30. And then I woke up at 7. But I napped for a while yesterday afternoon. Thank you, Dorinda. Just got done at doctor's. Guess I am just waiting for another heart attack. Triglycerides are over 600. Oh my gosh, Kathy. So what's the plan? What are they going to do? My dad's on medication for his triglycerides. He goes through that too. If hell was personalized for you, it would be one massive Walmart supercenter. If hell was personalized for you, it would have to have coffee.
Need to call and tell it. What? It would have to
What?
have coffee? What?
What?
But the Super Center one, we
That's
need your
great.
call.
I hope that helps, Kathy. I know that's a part of my dad's regimen and it's really good for him. There's no sec here. 1 second.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Here's the band Perry on KIX. I didn't get to sleep until about 1:30 either. Slept until 7:30, went to church, and then napped off and on. Yeah. It was such a fun night, though. Thank you guys again for being there and making it so special. Of a summer debut. Wow. What'd you do this
Curious.
weekend? Oh, I tied a cherry stem with my tongue, played yo-yos, and hugged a crayon wall.
Since we announced this, how many more tickets have gone out?
Hashtag Megan things. Hey, don't forget if you guys want those Matt Stell tickets, they are free.
Oh, man, yeah. Okay, so when you click on a section, it shows what's been claimed. A lot, considering there were hardly any earlier.
And you can get them wherever you want, by the way.
Yeah, you can pick your seats.
So it's not like they're only free in this section. It's wherever you want.
But
While supplies last.
there are a limited number. So if I were you, you had family come in and say, hey, we're going to take you to a concert and get your free tickets for this. And they think, oh my gosh, we got to get them something good for Christmas this year. Because speaking of, bless my wife's heart, every year she makes calendars, photo calendars for every member of the family. And she ran into a deal. She's done them always on Shutterfly. Well, Shutterfly's prices have gone up, but I didn't know they cost as much as they did. She spends over $250 a year on calendars.
Wow.
This year it's going to be $350 something. It's gone up by almost $100.
Why?
And their website won't work. So she got on with technical support of Saturday evening, and it was kind of like what we've gone through. Why don't you do this? Use a different browser. And she's like, I don't want to use a different browser. I want you to fix what's wrong with your website.
Right.
Why won't it work? Couldn't even add them to the cart. So the person said, well, that's all I know to recommend to you.
What? What kind of customer
So
service
she's
is
like,
that?
fine, I'll go somewhere else. And I will be sure that the review knows that that's all you wanted to suggest and that you didn't want to help me. So we did that. She went looking at Walmart does calendars. Theirs are significantly cheaper. For the same number, she can get them for $200.
Yeah.
But their process is just as clunky, if not more so. Amazon's got a calendar, a photo calendar she hasn't looked at yet. Because when she does this, the first thing you have to do is go in and put in all your dates, which is a huge, long process. I told her, I said, you ought to have those in a Word file where you could just copy them over. She hadn't done that yet. And then you get to the joy of uploading all of your photos, which she has to go through every year and find new photos on their Facebook accounts and everything and download all of those and associate them with the particular day.
Right.
And then comes the arranging of it. It's a huge 2-3 week long process for her.
Yeah, we do that in my family too, only you submit the pictures. I'm not going to go hunting for them. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 44 in Joplin.
And we'll give you the 4 states weather in the next hour. And also, we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want to hear to get your Monday going off on the right foot.
But we're talking about if hell was customized for you.
Yeah, what would have to be there?
623-1025. For it to be customized for you, it would have to have what?
Dirty dishes.
Oh, my gosh.
Lots.
A never-ending mountain of dirty dishes.
Lots of dirty dishes, and you've got to scrub them all.
Yeah, and I'd have to have my husband go with me so he could do them.
Yeah.
If it was personalized for you, what would be there?
Complete silence.
Oh, the sound of silence.
I'll fill that up any day.
That would be fine.
No risking that on this show. What would hell have to contain to be customized for you?
My ex.
Oh, what's your ex doing? Just nagging you the whole time?
Yes.
Or if you're like Jen, it would be your exes.
What are you trying to say?
I assume that you've had
Randy.
previous relationship
it.
history. Like a whole
Randy, don't even.
plethora
If hell
of-
was personalized for you, what would have to be there?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. I think hell for me would have to not have coffee. That sounds awful.
I don't feel like I had any today. I did, but it doesn't feel like I did.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos floating around from Saturday night. There's the
arrest one?
No one was arrested. There's
The nude one, the streak thing? The shaving?
I am not saying anything about nude videos, but they all know what I'm talking about. There's the Cherryston video. There's the shot that they gave me at 609 video. There's Megan at IHOP. I think there's more than one video from that.
So, this is in the news. An Australian porn star's pet python bit her partner's woo-ha.
Oh, yikes. How? What? Why?
His name was Peter Piper because he did pick a peck of pickled peppers.
So does
well,
the snake get out of its enclosure? Is that what
The
happened?
python is the natural predator to the domestic trouser snake, so it's just natural. Really happened. I'm afraid to look up the story. I don't really want to know any more details.
That's fair. 4. What is it? 7.
Everything's out of Australia today. An Australian cattle farmer was able to fend off a crocodile attack by biting the creature's eyelid.
Whoa. Bit the gator's eyelid or the croc's eyelid?
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
There in his mouth, maybe? I don't think he would have targeted that, maybe.
Oh, my gosh. How do you... Oh, geez. Wow. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Have you guys seen the video of Travis Kelce that's going viral? Don't give me that one. He's in Argentina at Taylor Swift's show.
Okay, put $1 in.
But listen.
Put $1 in. We now have a Taylor Swift jar.
She changed the lyrics to Karma. He's the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me. And it's so cute. And the entire stadium just starts screaming. And he's there in the audience. And at one point,
put it in the jar.
I'm getting my dollar. And at one point, she runs over and kisses him. And it was just precious.
I think that calls for $2. So sticky.
Get my wallet out. Yeah, the creamer looked really good. I was like, that's not even a bad dare. You and Megan and Melissa were so sparkly, and I loved it. Like, Megan had these, like, sequins pants that were really cool, and then Sarah had this, like, blazer and shorts going on, and then Melissa had a shirt and pants that were, it was fabulous.
Sounds offensive to the eyes.
Oh, that's her dad beside him? See, Megan knows what video I'm talking about.
This sounds like a separate utterance, a separate occurrence. I think it calls for another $1.
Utters. That's great. I didn't know that was her dad. I didn't know who that guy was. Because as soon as she sings that line, the guy's like, ah! Ah! Like pushing on Travis. Oh, my gosh.
So I guess Iceland's about ready to get it.
Get what?
The volcano's getting ready to erupt.
Oh, is it really? I hadn't heard about that.
Massive. Yes, so they've had to evacuate towns already. Grindavik and Reykjavik is getting ready to be evacuated. The what is the name of they don't tell the name of the volcano, but it's a massive one. Could be impactful not just to Iceland but for the rest of the world.
When's it gonna erupt?
Probably this week. You don't normally think of Iceland and volcanoes, but it's actually one of the most volcanic land masses in the world. More than Hawaii.
We can watch this video. It feels really wrong watching it.
Watching what video?
This Thanksgiving dinner video. Like, I feel like this is a violation going on. Quit doing that. It just looks invasive.
Thanksgiving dinner looks invasive?
No, this lady just kept shoving things up the turkey.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. Think how horrific it would be, though, if aliens came to our planet and harvested us for their Thanksgiving feast and then did things like, putting a Coke can, and stuffing and everything, how horrific that would be. Today is the anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And they now have photos of it sitting at the bottom of Lake Superior. Actually, November 10th was the anniversary.
Hey, Dorinda wants to know if Gina's checked Walgreens prices.
For calendars?
For the calendar, I'm guessing.
No, I didn't think of that. I wonder how clunky their interface is. That's the problem, is a lot of these websites can't afford to pay server space on Amazon Web Services, AWS. So that's all the internet pretty much. Pretty much like 95% of it is through Amazon Web Services, which are these server farms that host websites and services like this. Well, they had to pay for bandwidth on those. So the more involved a web page is, kind of like Pixlr and stuff like that, that they have to do things on their end, the more that costs them. Mm-hmm. So a lot of them are cheap, and that's where they try to cut costs, and it makes for a really, really slow, bad user experience. Mm-hmm. Facebook has started doing that. They moved everybody to back-end scheduling onto this page called Meta, Right. And unfortunately, Meta operates at a much, much slower rate than the main page does. All of it's kind of slow, but Meta is stupid slow.
Yeah. Seg, 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know if hell was personalized just for you, what would have to be there?
623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Nate Smith.
On KIX 102.5.
Yes, Dorinda with her necklace and her earrings. We're giving peacock vibes. Very sparkly as well. Does anyone else have any more pictures or videos or anything?
Does it feel kind of crowded in here to you?
Crowded?
You feel crowded? I feel crowded.
By what?
Just in general. We just passed 8 billion last month.
Oh, yeah.
For the first time ever, the
That's
world's
wild.
population. November 22nd is declared the day of 8 billion.
Wow.
They say only that Israel, Ethiopia, Papua New Guinea have higher than replacement fertility rates of up to 5.
Wow.
Low fertility rates include Brazil, Mexico, U.S., and Sweden. So that means that people die quicker than the population increases in those areas. That 5, I think 4 or higher, you're actually getting more people than you're losing.
Mm-hmm. I realized when I got... Yeah, so that just means you were having such a good time, Sarah, that you didn't think to stop and take pictures. No, I didn't see any of the pictures of y'all waiting for us to get to dinner. Sorry about that.
Oh, my gosh.
Unless that's the one Megan just sent. What are you doing? Were you bumping into Melissa the whole time? Here we go. 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 848.
Sunshine with highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. It's 44 in Joplin.
Congratulations to Shannon Fisher from Jasper and Amber Jones from Joplin. They were our winners of the Silver Dollar City Ozark Christmas ticket package giveaway.
Yeah, lucky for them. If you've never seen Christmas Time at Silver Dollar City, it is incredible. It's a sight to behold, so congratulations to them.
They both get a 4-pack of tickets to go to Silver Dollar City during the Christmas Spectacular.
But we're talking about if hell was personalized just for you, what would be there?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
What would be there for you?
Well, it would contain absolutely nothing. It would be black and empty, and I'd be floating around with only one idea in my head, that there was a way to get out of hell, but I don't remember the way to get out.
Oh.
That it's not permanent, but I can do something, but there's nothing around me to do anything with, so I wouldn't know what to do. And then every now and then, a creature would come by and just tear my body apart.
Not again!
And I would die, and then the cycle would continue.
You put a lot of thought into this.
Way too much thought. Just listening to you explain that has become my personal hell.
You know, I have someone that you can talk to if you want, if you need to get some things off your chest.
It's been great for her. Done wonders. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of work still to be done there. It's a work in progress. It's something
if hell was personalized just for you, what would have to be there?
I think you ought to increase the number of
Randy,
appointments.
would you stop it?
What would it be for you?
The dirtiest house with dirty dishes and everything everywhere.
And you'd have to clean it all over and over again. And as soon as you got one room done, it'd be dirtied up again.
Yep.
Get to it, Missy. It's kind of like Jen's house.
It's not like my house. What is with you?
623-1025 to text us. How would hell be personalized for you?
Morning KIX takeover now, just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So tomorrow we are going to be talking, we're going to be asking, because we're getting close to the holidays, this is a great opportunity for you to find out what that special someone or that significant other or that particular enemy wants for Christmas, because we're going to be asking, I wish I had a
pony
blank, and you fill it in with what you would like to have. They're delicious if they're cooked right. I agree.
No, don't eat the pony. You ride the pony.
Until it's time to eat the pony, and then
the
you eat the pony.
No, don't eat the pony.
Don't snuggle your pony. That's inappropriate.
Okay,
You're at
snuggle
work.
The pony.
You do that in the privacy of your own home when the kids are at grandma's.
I wish I had
a blank.
A winter version of Crocs.
I just wish I had a blank. I mean, a really good blank.
You wish you had a boat.
Like Alex Baldwin wishes he had a blank.
Oh, Randy.
Well, probably.
Woo! Ka-chow.
That's not a word.
It's the thing that Lightning McQueen does, which I forget why that was a thing on Saturday night.
So I wish I had a blank plus.
Yeah, you were kind of tucked up against the wall there, Megan, on Saturday.
We're going to be talking about the people who have already got their Christmas decorations all up. We're going to salute them.
Love those people.
And
Twisted Takes Tuesday.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, so have a great rest of your Monday if that's at all possible.
And go get Matt Sell tickets. Go get them. They're free right now.
Right now, before they're all gone.
Bye.